Hello everyone, I'm Sir Havoc, and this is a video all about the premium tank, the FCM-50T. So, you're thinking about buying an FCM-50T, or you bought one and now you're horrified because you don't know how to play it, and you're thinking you've wasted all your hard-earned money. Well, don't worry, this video we're going to cover a little bit about how you can play this tank. We're going to go over its strengths and its weaknesses, and how you can use that to its advantage. Okay, so you're thinking about buying the FCM-50T. Well, like with any premium tank, especially the expensive ones, which are the tier 8, I'd recommend you to think about your style of gameplay and the style of gameplay required to play a given tank, whether it be the FCM, the Loewe, the T34, or any of the others. Also think about the lines that you are grinding. There's little point going for an FCM-50T if you're not considering grinding the French heavy line, unless it absolutely suits your style of play. It turned out that I bought mine because I thought it would suit my style of play when I was a very new player. It didn't. I wasn't a developed enough player to play the FCM, and because of that it sat in my garage idle for a long time, and I didn't receive the benefits of it for a long time. It turns out, because I play quite aggressively and I play quite a maneuver, what's the word I'm looking for? An active game where I'm moving here, there and everywhere. It suits my style of play now. I love it, and I wanted to do a video to show you guys how you can use it. So the FCM-50T, I'm not going to go into all the different stats about it, right? Because there's loads of videos out there that tell you that, and they're all there in game. Okay, know that if you're going to invest in a tier 8 premium, if you've got a bit of sense, you're going to tank compare and compare them with your favourite tanks and look and see the benefits, right? The FCM-50T does not have great armour. It has mediocre armour. That means it doesn't have the worst armour in the world. You do get some shots deflect, but you can't rely on that, especially against other heavy tanks. Okay. Its other weakness is it's big. It's a big ass tank. Massive. Okay. So you're an easy target if you're not in cover. Its strengths are many. It's fast and manoeuvrable. Okay. It does have a brilliant gun. Its gun has very high penetration and will penetrate the front of an IS reliably. IS-3 that is, sorry, not an IS. It also has really great view range. Okay, so you can use that to your advantage too. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the barracks, run through a few bits with you about the tank, and I'm going to go into game. Okay, so this video is the art of using the FCM-50T, and hopefully it can give you a little bit of an insight of how you might want to use yours, or it might even encourage you to buy it if you like it, or you might see it and think, I don't know if I really fancy that. So I'll see you in the garage. Bye bye. Okay, so here we are in the garage. This is my FCM-50T, and I've got camo on it. I don't mind that it doesn't do that much to it because it's a heavy tank, but I like it. Now, the FCM-50T is a heavy tank, so you can use it for training up heavy crews, but it plays more like a medium. If you start playing it like a heavy, you're not going to do too well. It's a very good sniping tank. You can use it from afar. You can use it up closely as well. You can use its speed to flank, but you've got to be a bit careful where and when you commit it. Okay. So as you can see, I have a triple perk crew on here. This is the crew I'm currently using for my stronghold tank, the ARL-44. I have 6 cents and a full rack of repairs. Then I have brothers in arms, which the reason why you'll see for later. And then I have repairs, snapshot, off-road driving, situational awareness, and safe stowage. I go through them types of perks in my skills and perks video if you don't know what they are, but they're the ones I feel will help this tank. Especially snapshot. It's got quite a long aiming time. So snapshot mixed with vertical stabilizers, mixed with brothers in arms and vents, makes this a mean tank. I just said I run with vertical stabilizers and vents. I also run with optics. The reason for that is I want to play to a tank's strengths. Okay, I want to play to its view range strengths of 400 as standard. So with my crew and with optics of 473, I should be able to, when situational awareness gets to 100%, get that up to 500 meters, which means I'm going to be spotted even, tanks in bushes with good camo rating. So that's cool. I run with Medikit, I run with a repair kit, and I also run with a fire extinguisher. Okay, most of the time, actually, I'll put it on there now, I run with an automatic fire extinguisher because I'm a bit lazy and I like to. Right, so I do put 10 premium ammo shells in there. I don't find myself having to use them very much. Okay, they cost 4,800 each. I put them in there just in case. Sometimes you just get them targets that are buggers. But it has 76 normal rounds, and that is more than enough to see you through. Okay, I do put 5 in there for the odd decap. Now that's my tank there. That's my crew. This is the FCM. I'm not going to go into stats because you should know them already if you consider buying them, and if you have one, you should definitely know them. All you need to know that it's a good tank that can move fast. It's got unreliable armour, but a very good cannon and good view range. So you play to its strengths and manage its weaknesses. Armour, you stay in cover, okay? And gun, you keep it firing. Okay, the gun fires very fast, but has low alpha. Okay, so its alpha standard is normally about 240. Okay, so you're not hitting up at 400 like the IS3s, you're hitting at 240. However, it has a 6.88 second reload time, so it has a very high DPM. So you've got to get that shot out, pull back in, get it out, make them shots happen, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the next game. Cheers. Okay, so you'll all remember this map. As you can see, I'm on the south spawn, and for those of you that play this map and don't really know where to go, pay attention to where I go to this game, because if you've got a nice, fast, little tank with a good gun, where I go is a really nice place to be. You can get some really good damage, okay? The teams are pretty even. We've got some really terrible players, but our top 3 are much better than theirs, so it probably evens itself out, to be honest with you. And we're moving off now. I've decided to go right. Now, I'm not too fussed who comes here as such. It turns out the top 3 do come here, so it's good. We've got a good chance of winning this. I know I've got the speed to relocate as long as I spot the need for that early enough on the minimap. So I'm moving into position. Now, with this gun, because it doesn't have high alpha, you've got to keep it singing. You've got to keep that gun firing, okay? But you've also got to do it in such a way that you can't be shot. Now I've been spotted. Now the enemy know I'm here, okay? Surprise, element of surprise lost. But it doesn't matter, because if you see here, there's a nice little bush that covers me. I'm just going to wait for my first shot. There it is. Now I've got plenty of targets here. I want to be keeping an eye around, but I feel that we've got that top bit there. I don't need to support it too much. I'm going to keep an eye in that direction, no? Nice cup of tea. So here I am again, quite simple, peeping out. Now I go for the blind shot. I see the shot hit the ground, so he's not there. I thought it'd be worth a try. I've used my speed on the reverse to get a shot into the bulldog there. Again, I'm not going to dwell there. The Jag Panther's doing a good job, but I thought I could get a sneaky shot in. Now there's a bit of an offensive come on here, and I thought, oh, here we go. But the E25 stops there, and so does the Tiger and the E2. Now you can see the D25, he ricocheted me there, okay, twice. No damage from ricochet. So I know he ain't got great penetration, but if this did have terrible armour, then he wouldn't do that. It hasn't got terrible armour, it's got okay armour against some non-high caliber guns. But as you can see, I can't get my gun depression right here. So he's there spotting me, and that's a bit annoying. As he pulls back, I go to get my shot in, and I take a shot. I don't really want to take shots if I can help it, and you shouldn't, because you can get ammo racked and all sorts of nasty things can happen to you. So I'm only risking that because he's stopping me from keeping this gun singing. So he needs to go, okay? Right now I can't attack from that one side, so I decide to change location to this WZ. I hit him but didn't penetrate because I think I've just caught the back of his turret there on a really steep angle. Now, The E25's gone, so I'm back in business. I was still spotted, and the SU managed to get a shot on me. I had to use my repair kit to pull back, and you noticed I've missed my shot. It happens. Now, the angle of my turret armour then saved me. The SU-1001 fired at me, hit, but it bounced. So again, if you know your angles, I know I'm peeping out. I know he's seeing the front of my turret and the side. It's a steep angle. I had a guess that with his gun he would bounce that, so it worked. And now I'm back in business. So there's the T-34. My view range by far outdoes his. He's hiding in a bush, so he keeps being unspotted. But as I come forward, I spot him, but he doesn't spot me. And that's what you have to kind of do. And looking to capitalise on my ability to move forward and back quite quickly here. I haven't quite got the gun depression and he's looking at me, so I'm trying to relocate so I can get a shot on him. Now I'm not going to poke out whilst he's looking at me. That would just be a really noob thing to do. I've said against high caliber guns the armour's no good, but he's moved away. He's taken his attention to someone else. Now how many of you would have peeped out there and tried to get a shot whilst he was looking? You don't need to. People have no patience. Just wait till he looks away. That's all you need to do. Now I've just hit him for 2 shots. I'm happy with that. I'm happy that the people on the hill can deal with him. And I move on. So here we go again, the same trick, using the same bush and the same bit of cover. I haven't got a shot on the KV-85. There's an FCM-50 that's just turned up here, but look, I spot this T-34 and he doesn't spot me. He's looking right at me. He was looking right at me, waiting for me to do that, but he still couldn't see me. So I fire and I don't wait, I just pull straight back. Okay, I'm reloaded now, I'm ready to do another shot, but I want to make sure my 6 senses are. I'm actually reloading faster than I become unspotted here, so I'd sooner not take the damage here. So I'm still edging back out again, wait for him to become spotted. There he is, he's looking at me again. I go for a cupola shot, it didn't go in. You can see that he spotted me. He was waiting for me again, but still failed to hit me. Now you can remember that FCM-50T towards the end, okay? Nice easy shot into the KV-85, pull back into cover and rinse and repeat, only he manages to do the same thing. So there's a pattern here, guys. It's not hard, it's not genius gameplay, it's just not putting out when you know you can be hit. I could probably have done a bit more damage in this game and pulled out a bit sooner, but I'd sooner just definitely make sure I weren't spotted. You can quite clearly see I'm getting spotted. I'm waiting the full 9 seconds just in case they have designated target and then coming back out. That was a bit of a silly fire for me there. I could have took my time and got the damage there, but I didn't. But we all miss shots. There he is again, looking right at me. You can see he's got frustrated, he's fired back at the bush, but I'm already out the way. And this is the last of his days. Now, you'll notice that I've looked at the minimap now and seen that everywhere but here, we've been killed. We've got the artillery behind us. Now, it's been if we all move forward now, there's a good chance that KV-13 could cap us out of the game here. We do have some fast moving tanks, so we might be able to get back, but if he's on full health and uses premium, there's a good chance he could defend that. So, I'm saying defend the base. I'd sooner, I'd sooner clear my garden. Before I attack, I'd sooner know that we're not going to be capped. So here we go, I decide to go back. The Tutu's saying I don't think the KV-13 will attack. I'm suggesting that we stick together. The reason I want to do that is because I know how lethal the FCM-50T can be in a good position, and also the ISU-152 can, you know, a lot of our tanks are all one shot to him, so I want to win this game. It's going well. You can see on my top right there, my damage so far is 3,000 and my W&H so far is 2,800. So you can see the manoeuvrability of this tank now, how quick. It's not taking me 2 seconds. I'm all the way back, I've come up the hill, I'm going across the map. You know, it's running quite smoothly here. I know I've got max view range. There's not going to be many things out there that are going to outview me. Maybe unless that FCM-50T has binos, but I doubt he has them. Not a lot of them run with optics, so I know I'm pretty much going to outspot most stuff here. Now the artillery gets spotted, and at the same time the KV-13 gets spotted, and he was right at the back, so I think we must have passed each other. I think he came along the top and I came along the bottom. We didn't see each other, which was a shame. So I thought I may as well change location, try to help here. I'm getting spotted and I don't want to get shot, so I'm keeping on the move and getting into cover, which should be the first thing you do when you get spot. Find some cover, wait for your spot to finish, and then move. I want to go and help out with that KV-13, but the Type 62 does a great job. Gets him with a shot, catches him alight and kills him. And then the artillery pulls out just in time for me to finish him off, which was really nice of him, because up until that point I didn't have a single kill. I've got a lot of damage but no kills. So now it's time to go on the offensive. Okay, we're dominating this match now, and it seems like it's definitely a win in the bag for us. One FCM-50T and an ISU versus us four, you would think. Now I'm moving along this left-hand flank because I want to give our team options. We've got one up on the cliff, one in the middle, and the artillery's going through there as well. Both them guys are one-shots for the FCM. Not the FCM, the ISU. So I'm using my speed to get a wide flank, so as them guys engage, I can come in the flank, or if they engage me, they can come in the flank of the guys that are shooting me. A little bit of strategy there for you. Strategy, yeah. We learns that later. So here we go. We're coming in on the base. I'm really thinking that I want to, if I can, get 4,000 damage. That would be lovely. That's a really nice number to hit. ISU gets spotted. I got no shot. FCM gets spotted. I got no shot. Look at that. Straight into his belly. Bounce.
Target acquired. We've lost a track.
He hits me with a tracking shot there.
Let's find another target.
I bounce and he hits me. Now me and him are pretty much on the same life now. This is quite interesting what happens here. Now this is the difference between an FCM with brothers in arms and vents and one without brothers in arms and vents. So you can see this exchange. He misses. I get my shot. Great. I'm reloading. I'm waiting for him to come out. Stops just short. Hits me with a shot. I hit him with a shot. Now he's a one shot, but watch. I am reloaded and can fire on him before he reloads again. He was coming in for the shot. Another split second he would have hit me. He wouldn't have killed me. But that's the difference. If anyone ever says brothers in arms isn't worth it, maybe on its own not, but mixed with vents makes a big difference. Okay, I don't have a rammer on that tank. I don't know if that guy had a rammer, but I know that, you know, with the brothers in arms vents, that's what made me be able to shoot him twice for his one shot. Well, that means I'm definitely on for my 4,000 damage. And the ISU's decided he wants to try and get a kill of the arty, which enables me to be in the right place at the right time to finish him off. So here we go into the post-game stats. As you can see, I got 112,000 for that game and 2,000 XP. It was only a first class, got a high caliber, Confederate. That's really good. You can make good credits with this tank. You can also make good profit with this tank, okay, because its high penetration value of its regular ammo means you don't have to use a lot of premium. I finished on 4,251 3 kills with 1,300 base XP. Okay, so I'm really pleased with that. and that's not our mastery badge, that's a first class. So you can see people are doing really well in this. I think probably for mastery I'd have to get 5 or 6,000. Fired 29 shots, hit 24, penetrated at 19. And for that I get 96,643 profit. So if you have a heavy tank, which is a French one, and you think this sort of play suits you, maybe you could try using the FCM a bit like that. It's a support tank. It's not one for going head to head with IS-3s and T-34s. If you find a nice bit of cover, okay, and a good bush to sit in, you can do really well. So that concludes this episode about the FCM-50T. So just to recap, not that great armour, good speed, good view range, awesome gun. It also has preferential matchmaking, which means it will only ever see vehicle tiers 1 above it. Which means when you go out on that, you're not going to see tier 10s, not unless you platoon up with a standard tier 8 or higher. That's really good. That gives you a massive upper hand as well, because it means you're often going to see tiers the same as you and below. Okay. I appreciate you listening in and watching the videos. Please remember to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this or if you found it useful. If you're on the cusp of getting an FCM-50T, I would say go for it. It's by far my favourite premium heavy tank. I love it. I really enjoy playing it and I get lots of credits. If you're looking for a clan, don't forget that I've got Clan What Uni and Havoc, that we're taking on members and we're doing strongholds, team training, we're doing all sorts of really exciting stuff this new year. And the strongholds are going really well, considering that most of our players are red and orange, and last night we went out and we played 15 games and we won 80% of our strongholds, so that was epic. The guys are training well together, platooning well together, and all their hard work's really evident in their strongholds. I'll put links to the Havoc clan, which is the first point of call that you would apply to, in the description below. I'd like to give a big, massive shout out to Kelder Silk from the Pals clan. Kelder Silk sponsored a giveaway on my live stream this Wednesday. We give away 2 Type 64s. Thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate that, mate. And sorry, little baby's crying. And so good on you, mate. Thank you. I really appreciate that. If you're looking for a clan, you could do far worse than Pal's clan. Steve and Tank Ready Revenge, his main man, have got some pretty epic people there, and they're doing some good things. So if you're not going to look our way, look theirs. Thank you for that, Steve. Also, I'd like to tell you about my live stream. I've started live streaming now on Wednesdays. Okay, it's on Twitch TV. The link for it is below. It normally starts at about 7 o'clock GMT and goes on till about 10. We will have great fun. There's a great laugh. There's a lot of activity in chat, and it's becoming quite popular now. So if you're watching Twitch TV and you're getting a bit bored of the normal guys that you're seeing on there, don't forget to tune into my channel and see if you enjoy it. Okay. And that's it for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you on the battlefield. See you later.